Welcome to Open Books, the coziest corner in the world. Grab your favorite blanket, find a comfy spot, and let the magic of storytelling take you into a world of dreams. In the heart of a prehistoric forest, where towering ferns swayed gently in the breeze and sunlight filtered through the dense canopy, there lived a young Tyrannosaurus rex named Dino. Dino was no ordinary T-Rex. He was brimming with boundless curiosity and an insatiable thirst for exploration. From the moment he cracked open his shell and stepped into the world, Dino's keen eyes absorbed every detail of his surroundings with wonder and awe. As a hatchling, Dino's days were spent frolicking in the undergrowth, his tiny claws scrabbling against the earth as he chased after dragonflies and scampered around fallen logs. His mother, a formidable T-Rex with a gentle heart, watched over him with pride, knowing that one day her son would grow into a mighty predator. But for now, Dino's world was a playground of discovery. Every rustle in the bushes or distant roar filled him with excitement, fueling his adventurous spirit. He would often wander away from the safety of his nest, heedless of his mother's calls, eager to uncover the mysteries that lay beyond the familiar confines of his home. One particularly bright morning, as shafts of sunlight pierced through the emerald foliage, Dino found himself drawn to the edge of the forest, where the world opened up into a vast expanse of rolling plains and distant mountains. The air was alive with the sounds of birdsong and the distant rumble of thunder, beckoning him to venture forth and explore. With a fearless heart and a curious mind, Dino set off into the unknown, his long tail swishing behind him as he bounded across the lush landscape. He chased after butterflies and darted between ancient trees, his sharp eyes scanning the horizon for any sign of adventure. It was during one of these daring escapades that Dino stumbled upon a hidden clearing, nestled beneath the shelter of towering cliffs. The air was thick with the scent of wildflowers and damp earth, and a gentle breeze whispered through the grass, stirring the young T-Rex's senses. As Dino ventured deeper into the clearing, he suddenly froze, his heart pounding with excitement. There, emerging from the shadows, stood a group of dinosaurs unlike any he had ever seen before. They were tall and graceful, with long necks and gentle eyes that sparkled with intelligence. Intrigued by these mysterious creatures, Dino approached them cautiously, his curiosity piqued. The dinosaurs greeted him warmly, their voices soft and melodious, and Dino felt an instant connection to them. They welcomed him into their midst, eager to share their knowledge and wisdom with the young T-Rex. And so, under the watchful gaze of the towering cliffs and the boundless sky, Dino embarked on a new adventure, guided by his insatiable curiosity and fueled by the bonds of friendship that he had forged. Little did he know that his journey was only just beginning, and that the greatest discoveries still lay ahead, waiting to be uncovered in the vast and wondrous world beyond the forest's edge. As the days passed, Dino's bond with his newfound friends grew stronger, and together they explored every corner of the forest, venturing deeper into its heart than ever before. They chased fireflies through the darkness, climbed to the tops of towering trees to watch the sunrise, and danced in the moonlight beneath the twinkling stars. But amidst the laughter and joy, a shadow loomed over Dino's heart. Despite the warmth of his new companions, he couldn't shake the feeling of longing that tugged at his soul. Deep down, he knew that something was missing, someone who had been there since the beginning, someone who had watched over him with love and protection. One sunny afternoon, as Dino and his friends raced through the forest in a game of tag, disaster struck. In the midst of their playful antics, Dino became separated from the group, his laughter drowned out by the rustle of leaves and the distant calls of birds. Panic surged through his veins as he realized he was alone, his friends nowhere to be seen. Frantically, Dino searched for any sign of his companions, calling out their names in a voice tinged with desperation. But the forest remained silent, its secrets hidden behind a veil of shadows. Fear gnawed at his heart as he realized the gravity of his situation. He was lost, alone in a vast and unfamiliar wilderness. With each passing moment, Dino's fear grew, his mind plagued by visions of danger lurking around every corner. He stumbled through the undergrowth, his heart pounding in his chest as he fought back tears of frustration and despair. How could he ever find his way back home without his friends by his side? As the sun dipped below the horizon and the forest fell into darkness, Dino's resolve began to waver. Exhausted and disheartened, he sank to the forest floor, his body trembling with exhaustion. Tears welled in his eyes as he thought of his family, their faces fading from his memory with each passing moment. But just as hope seemed lost, a faint glimmer of light pierced through the darkness, drawing Dino's gaze towards the distant horizon. With a renewed sense of determination, he wiped away his tears and rose to his feet, his heart swelling with courage. He may be lost, but he refused to give up, not when his family was counting on him to find his way back home. And so, with the stars as his guide and the forest as his witness, Dino embarked on a journey of self-discovery, determined to overcome any obstacle that stood in his way. For though he may be lost for now, he knew that as long as he held on to hope, he would eventually find his way back to the ones he loved. As Dino wandered through the forest, his heart heavy with loneliness and uncertainty, he stumbled upon a clearing bathed in golden sunlight. There, grazing peacefully amidst the tall grass, stood a group of dinosaurs unlike any he had ever seen before. They were tall and slender, with graceful necks that arched towards the sky and gentle eyes that sparkled with kindness. Intrigued by these majestic creatures, Dino approached them cautiously, his footsteps tentative as he gazed upon them in awe. The dinosaurs looked up from their grazing, their eyes widening in surprise at the sight of the young T-Rex standing before them. But instead of fear or hostility, they greeted him with warm smiles and open hearts, welcoming him into their midst with open arms. As Dino joined the group, he felt a sense of belonging wash over him, his fears and doubts melting away in the presence of his newfound friends. They introduced themselves as herbivores, creatures who lived in harmony with nature and relied on the bounty of the forest to sustain them. Though they were different from Dino in many ways, they accepted him without hesitation, recognizing the courage and determination that burned brightly within him. Over the days that followed, Dino forged deep bonds with his new companions, learning from them the true meaning of friendship and acceptance. They showed him the wonders of the forest, from hidden waterfalls to secret meadows teeming with life, and taught him the importance of kindness and compassion towards all living things. But perhaps most importantly, they helped Dino find his courage once more, instilling in him the belief that he was capable of overcoming any challenge that stood in his way. They encouraged him to trust in himself and to embrace the strength that lay within his heart, reminding him that even the smallest of creatures could achieve greatness with unwavering determination and faith. And so, with his newfound friends by his side and the light of hope guiding his way, Dino embarked on a journey of self-discovery, ready to face whatever obstacles lay ahead with courage and conviction. For though the path may be long and fraught with danger, he knew that as long as he believed in himself and held fast to the bonds of friendship that bound him to his companions, he would emerge victorious in the end. As Dino wandered through the forest, his heart heavy with loneliness and uncertainty, he stumbled upon a clearing bathed in golden sunlight. There, grazing peacefully amidst the tall grass, stood a group of dinosaurs unlike any he had ever seen before. They were tall and slender, with graceful necks that arched towards the sky and gentle eyes that sparkled with kindness. Intrigued by these majestic creatures, Dino approached them cautiously, his footsteps tentative as he gazed upon them in awe. The dinosaurs looked up from their grazing, their eyes widening in surprise at the sight of the young T-Rex standing before them. But instead of fear or hostility, they greeted him with warm smiles and open hearts, welcoming him into their midst with open arms. As Dino joined the group, he felt a sense of belonging wash over him, his fears and doubts melting away in the presence of his newfound friends. They introduced themselves as herbivores, creatures who lived in harmony with nature and relied on the bounty of the forest to sustain them. Though they were different from Dino in many ways, they accepted him without hesitation, recognizing the courage and determination that burned brightly within him. Over the days that followed, Dino forged deep bonds with his new companions, learning from them the true meaning of friendship and acceptance. They showed him the wonders of the forest, from hidden waterfalls to secret meadows teeming with life, and taught him the importance of kindness and compassion towards all living things. But perhaps most importantly, they helped Dino find his courage once more, instilling in him the belief that he was capable of overcoming any challenge that stood in his way. They encouraged him to trust in himself and to embrace the strength that lay within his heart, reminding him that even the smallest of creatures could achieve greatness with unwavering determination and faith. And so, with his newfound friends by his side and the light of hope guiding his way, Dino embarked on a journey of self-discovery, ready to face whatever obstacles lay ahead with courage and conviction. For though the path may be long and fraught with danger, he knew that as long as he believed in himself and held fast to the bonds of friendship that bound him to his companions, he would emerge victorious in the end. With his newfound friends by his side, Dino embarked on a daring adventure to find his lost family. Their journey took them through the heart of the forest, where ancient trees loomed overhead like silent sentinels and shafts of sunlight danced through the dense canopy above. Together, they navigated winding trails and treacherous ravines, their footsteps echoing against the earth as they pressed forward with unwavering determination. Along the way, they encountered a myriad of challenges, from swift-flowing rivers that threatened to sweep them away to towering cliffs that blocked their path, but Dino refused to be deterred. With each obstacle they faced, his resolve only grew stronger, fueled by the hope of reuniting with his family once more. He drew strength from the support of his friends, their unwavering faith in him serving as a beacon of light in the darkest of times. As they journeyed deeper into the wilderness, they encountered creatures both fearsome and strange, from fierce predators lurking in the shadows to gentle giants that roamed the plains. But through it all, Dino remained steadfast in his determination, his heart filled with the love and longing for his lost family. And then, one fateful day, as they emerged from the depths of the forest into a vast expanse of rolling plains, they stumbled upon a sight that took their breath away. There, on the horizon, stood a towering mountain range, its peaks shrouded in mist and mystery. With a renewed sense of purpose, Dino and his friends set out towards the mountains, their hearts pounding with anticipation. They traversed rocky slopes and treacherous passes, their journey fraught with peril at every turn. But still, they pressed on, driven by the promise of a reunion that lay just beyond the horizon. Finally, after days of arduous travel, they reached the foot of the tallest peak, where a narrow path wound its way towards the summit. With bated breath, they ascended the treacherous slopes, their hearts racing with anticipation. And then, at long last, they reached the summit, where a breathtaking vista stretched out before them, a vast expanse of wilderness, untouched by time, and teeming with life. And there, amidst the beauty of the mountains, stood Dino's family, their faces filled with joy and relief at the sight of their long-lost son. With tears of happiness streaming down his cheeks, Dino rushed forward to embrace his family, his heart overflowing with love and gratitude. And as they stood together amidst the majesty of the mountains, bathed in the warm glow of the setting sun, Dino knew that no matter where life's journey took him, he would always find his way back home, guided by the love of his family and the bonds of friendship that had carried him through the darkest of times. With the threat of the carnivorous dinosaur driven away, Dino and his friends rushed to his family's side. They found them shaken but unharmed, their eyes filled with tears of relief at the sight of their son safe and sound. With trembling claws, Dino embraced his family, feeling a surge of love and gratitude wash over him. They clung to each other tightly, their hearts filled with joy at their miraculous reunion. For in that moment, they knew that no matter what challenges they faced, they would always have each other. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a warm glow over the clearing, Dino and his family gathered around a crackling fire, their friends by their side. They shared stories of their adventures, laughing and crying together as they recounted their journey through the wilderness. And as they sat beneath the starry sky, surrounded by the comforting embrace of their loved ones, Dino realized that he had grown braver and stronger than he ever thought possible. Through the trials and tribulations of their journey, he had discovered the true meaning of courage, not the absence of fear, but the strength to overcome it. With the support of his friends and family, Dino had faced his fears head-on, confronting danger and adversity with unwavering determination. And in doing so, he had proven himself to be a true hero, not just to his family, but to himself as well. As the night wore on and the fire burned low, Dino and his family settled down to sleep, their hearts filled with gratitude for the love and friendship that had carried them through their darkest hours. And as they drifted off into dreams, surrounded by the soothing sounds of the forest, they knew that no matter what challenges lay ahead, they would face them together, united in love and strength. For in the end, it was not the trials they faced or the battles they won that mattered most, it was the bonds of friendship and family that had carried them through, shining brightly in the darkness and guiding them towards a brighter future. And as the first light of dawn broke over the horizon, Dino knew that no matter what adventures awaited them, they would face them together, with courage, strength, and love. As the first light of dawn painted the sky in hues of pink and gold, Dino and his family awoke to a new day filled with hope and promise. They gathered together in the clearing, their hearts overflowing with joy at their miraculous reunion. With tears of happiness streaming down their cheeks, Dino and his family embraced, their laughter mingling with the gentle rustle of leaves and the cheerful chirping of birds. For in that moment, they knew that they were truly blessed, blessed to be together, blessed to be alive, and blessed to have each other. As they basked in the warmth of the morning sun, Dino introduced his family to his new friends, their eyes shining with curiosity and wonder. They exchanged stories and laughter, forging deep bonds of friendship that would last a lifetime. And as they shared a hearty meal of berries and leaves, Dino made a promise to himself and to his loved ones, a promise to cherish this special experience forever, to hold on to the memories they had created together, and to never forget the love and friendship that had carried them through their darkest hours. With the support of his family and friends, Dino knew that he could face whatever challenges lay ahead, confident in the knowledge that he was surrounded by love and strength. And as they set off into the forest once more, their hearts filled with hope and determination, Dino knew that no matter where life's journey took them, they would face it together, united in love and friendship. For in the end, it was not the trials they faced or the battles they won that mattered most, it was the bonds of love and friendship that had carried them through, shining brightly in the darkness and guiding them towards a brighter future. And as they disappeared into the depths of the forest, their laughter echoing through the trees, Dino knew that no matter what adventures awaited them, they would face them with courage, strength, and love. For in the end, that was all that truly mattered. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a warm glow over the forest, Dino and his companions gathered around a crackling fire, their hearts full of gratitude for the adventures they had shared and the lessons they had learned along the way. With a contented sigh, Dino leaned back against a moss-covered rock, his eyes scanning the faces of his friends and family with a sense of pride and satisfaction. For in the journey they had undertaken together, he had discovered the true meaning of courage and friendship, not just the strength to face danger head-on, but the willingness to support and uplift one another through even the darkest of times. As the fire crackled and danced in the night, Dino shared his thoughts with his companions, his voice soft and filled with emotion. He spoke of the challenges they had faced and the obstacles they had overcome, of the bonds of friendship that had carried them through and the love of family that had sustained them. And as he spoke, he realized that the true treasure of their journey lay not in the adventures they had shared or the dangers they had faced, but in the deep and enduring friendships they had forged along the way. For in the end, it was these friendships that had given them the strength to persevere, to rise above their fears and doubts, and to embrace the future with confidence and hope. With a smile, Dino turned to his companions, his eyes shining with determination. No matter what challenges lie ahead, he declared, we will face them together, united in friendship and love. For with bravery and cleverness, we can overcome any obstacle that stands in our way. And as the fire burned low and the night grew dark around them, Dino and his companions settled down to sleep, their hearts filled with gratitude for the adventures they had shared and the bonds of friendship that had carried them through. For in the end, they knew that no matter where life's journey took them, they would face it together, with courage, strength, and love. And that, Dino realized, was the greatest treasure of all. That's the end of today's story. I hope you'll listen to this and fall into a deep sleep. If you enjoyed tonight's story, please like, subscribe and share this for us before you go to bed. Sleep tight, dream big, and may your night be filled with the most sweet dreams. Good night, my friends.